So welcome back. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video to YouTube, and since you heard my voice, I stopped playing Tekken for a long time and started like 2 to 3 months ago due to COVID, because I had nothing better to do, honestly. And now I'm kind of enjoying the game again. Before it made me like, it was pretty boring. I mean, the matter now is pretty stale, the whole game is stale, but with Season 4 coming out on November 10th, I think I will start uploading again some quick tutorials and a little help for Yoshimitsu and maybe some other characters. Today I want to tell you, of course, Season 4 is coming out on November 10th, as everyone knows by now, and I want to make a quick suggestion list or wish list what I predict will happen and what I hope will happen. And I will go over some changes that are not invented. User named Gray, and I saw them on Twitter, and I want to kind of respond and tell my thoughts about it. So I think Yoshimitsu in the state of Season 3 is pretty good. He is the most fun he ever was. I liked Season 2 a little bit more with this wall ender, the crouch dash 1 that I cannot do, because the Oki was like ridiculous, but I still like how he is now. I think he doesn't need that many changes. I saw some interesting one where you could choose at the beginning of the round if you want to start at no sword stance or sword stance. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea actually. No sword stance is of course better for offensive use, but has a lot of he loses a lot of his range gameplay. Like for me, Yoshimitsu is a very defensive and keep out kind of character, and if you go to no sword stance, you get a little bit more pressure and of course a health sweep, but you lose a lot of the keep out tools, so you're kind of switching in between play styles. But if you could choose that in the start of the round, like at the beginning, it would be great, so you don't have to cancel that like down to 2 or something, which can be annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. Next thing he suggested was a counter hit knockdown on down back 4, similar to Kicho 3. I will explain in a separate video why this kind of knockdown can be very, but I think that would be kind of too much. If you make it I-19 and maybe -3 on hit, you could do that. But there is one thing that I want to clarify right now. I think Yoshimitsu doesn't need a lot of buffs. He's a gimmicky character. He's not supposed to have the best frames or the best tools. If you give someone a gimmick and put good frames behind it, you have Leroy or something, and we don't want that. Of course, I don't think Yoshimitsu will be a Leroy, but you get the point. I think in Tekken 7, the thing why it's so stale right now is because they are overtuning the characters. They try to fill every little hole and make every character lose their weaknesses. But the weaknesses are what gives the character his identity. And if you remove that, or for instance give Yoshimitsu a very good knockdown low, his offense will change quite a bit. Because now when you're using lows, you have to work with minus frames. And there is not a lot of utility you have. You have no knockdowns for a reason. And if you're gonna give him that, I mean, it's not huge because the range sucks, but I think it would be a little bit too much. If you do it, just make it I-19 and -3 or something. Then there were a lot of other different stuff, like wire running 1+2, that's not necessary, I think. There was like that rage art could absorb other rage arts, which wouldn't make any sense to me, honestly. The changes, I would increase the lower hitbox of avoiding the puddle upward 4 again, because I get like I whiff this move over snake edges every day. That shouldn't happen with a mid, and this used to be a bound move, so it doesn't make any sense. This used to be a low hitting bound move, and I don't know why they did that, but I would prefer to have a very, very low hitbox. It's not a big change, but the move is very useful, but it's kind of frustrating when you have the right read and get punished for it, or the opponent doesn't get punished for it. The next change I would make is to Kichu 3. I would speed up the frames, the startup frames from Kichu 3 to a startup of I-21 to I-24. Why is that? Because now it's seeable and it makes the move completely useless. There's only one use for it, or maybe two. I will show them in a separate video, but overall the move is not good. You can react to this offline, and online you can kind of predict it because of the timing, because all the other moves from Kichu are very quick. And I can, if you just stand there and block sidestep 4 all day, you either have to do this or this, and this is both way slower than most of the mid options, with one exception, which is Kichu 2. So I would speed this move up to 21 frames, then you have a real mix-up between Kichu 2 and Kichu 3. And the move is launch punishable. Defensive stance, I want to pressure the opponent in every area and don't get them to think, okay, I will just stand here, nothing will happen. Or maybe you could implement a throw into Kichu, which I don't think they will do, but speeding up the Kichu 3 is a better idea anyway. Next thing I would like to do is I would like to give him the old no sword fort 3+4 back. Gray suggested that you do it at, I don't know which input it was. You could do it at up back 1? No. I forgot. Maybe while running 1+2 actually. Okay, forget it. No, you could do it at while running 1+2, or I'm sure there is a better input for that. But just give it back to him. I mean, making it a power crush is a nice idea, and it's actually decent, but I love the trap. I know it's a scrub killer, it's nothing too crazy, like good players won't press buttons, but it's a way to get in. And if you're close to them, it's actually very threatening and can be very annoying for the opponent to deal with. The next thing is that there is an old throw animation with the clone Yoshimitsu. I'm sorry, my editing skills are not good enough. I will try to edit this in, but if I cannot do it, most people will know what I'm talking about. It's the clone throw where he stabs himself and throws him over. If you implement this, I will be very happy, because even though the throw looks... The animations are very stale, and you could... I don't think they will do that, but... the last thing I want to implement is make while standing 3-2 hit confirmable. I know this sounds very strange and it's not that good of a move in most people's mind, but I find a very nice usage, which I will cover in another video for it. And the move really has a place in his full crouch game, especially on wake up or after hitting full crouch down 4-4. And if you make that hit confirmable or even counter hit confirmable, it would be great. Because I find myself using this move a lot. I really like the knockdown afterwards, where you can do a down 4-4, and if they wake up, they're gonna get hit, or you're gonna do a crouch dash 1. And I'm using this move way more than I thought I would do. Yeah, and of course, do I have anything else? Oh, I don't think so. I think that's about it. You see, I'm not the kind of guy who wants a whole lot of changes. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will suggest way more, but you just have to be realistic. This is a gimmicky, balls out, crazy char. And if you give him 2 good frames or 2 good tools, he will be at a state where you either don't use the party stuff because the casual stuff, the safe stuff is too good, or you implement it together with the party stuff, and then the opponent has a very... And there is already a lot of downplay on Yoshimitsu. I think Yoshimitsu in long sets is a very viable character. So that's about it. If you have any more suggestions or anything that I didn't cover, I'm sure there's a lot, then please let me know in the comment section. And I hope you're gonna stay tuned for the videos, because now I'm gonna try to upload daily new videos about this character and maybe Marduk. I'm enjoying Marduk a lot. So see you there. Goodbye.